my grandma owned a house in, like, till we were about 15 or 14, like, when she moved out. And about that time, like, I had always, like, you know, lived with my mom out in Southeast Portland, but I spent a lot of time, like, almost every day over here with my grandmother. I went to, there used to be a school up there called John Ball. I used to go there. It's a bunch of apartments now.
Is it in this development?
Yeah, it's actually, not within this development. It's actually just on, I think that's not Lombard, Willis or whatever. Up there, Willamette. I don't even remember.
Up by Columbia Park, or?
Yeah, by the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I used to go to that for swimming.
Yeah, I did too, actually. It
Yeah?
was awesome, yeah. You from here?
Yeah, I grew up in the Coley neighborhood.
Oh, what high school did you go to?
Grant.
Oh.
I was supposed to go to Madison because that was the zoning, but I went to Grant.
I went to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cleveland. Cleveland's, is that on Division?
Powell.
Powell.
Yeah.
My mom taught there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she taught special ed there. Just for like a year.
Oh.
Some odd years ago. This is so cute. So, videotape of the thing. So, from your experience, having been here, do you remember anybody being upset or any problems when they came in? Yeah, you do?
Yeah, when they first came over here and started doing this, they had to they kicked everyone out because these used to be how would I describe them? Almost like little trailers, looking homes or whatever, and it's just like duplexes and whatnot. But when they started to renovate or whatever, from what I was told from family members, just other people around, it's they kicked everybody out for a bit, to kind of just displace them or whatever, so people had to go find where to go. But they also were once the development's up, you can still go back on your programs and whatnot and come back in. But I think even after that happened, a lot of people weren't even able to come back for some reason, which I'm not really quite sure about, but a lot of people just didn't end up coming back here. But I don't know, this area, I work at this little village market, which is a big community serving type of deal. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're nonprofit, not 100% sure, but
I think you are.
yeah, through Janus youth programs and whatnot, we work with a lot of the community gardens and the youth and whatnot. But what I've noticed is that it's not it hasn't seemed to hurt this area too much. We've still got a lot of the gang violence and stupidity and whatnot, but I feel like there's a lot more police patrol, so it happens a bit less. And housing is it's better, it's nicer. They've got this the maintenance people, they hook everybody up with free washers and dryers and stuff. So this area particularly, I think hasn't done too bad or whatever with all that's the renovations that have been going on around Portland and whatnot.
Yeah, I didn't even know this was here.
I say, you grew up here, man. Do you not remember?
Well, I don't remember this.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember this happening. It didn't look like this, until 2006. And what was I doing in 2006?
Even Holiday Park across from the Lloyd Center was scary to go to.
Yeah.
You'd be it was the threat of getting robbed or something, just walking through there.
Yeah.
So the changes that have come to Portland, I don't think are all totally negative. I think they've had some negative effects as far as just.
Yeah, there's always going to be negative, unforeseen effects, and so we're trying to figure out we're studying communities and creating senses of community and getting people connected. And this particular class that we're taking, we're trying to. Yeah, it's cold. Why did it get so cold? We're trying to. Use digital media and that sort of thing to see how to help facilitate projects that help meet communities and residents' needs and the society's needs, but the needs of the actual people who are wherever we're making an intervention, architectural intervention.
Urban renewal, I think they called it.
Yeah, well, that was the PDC has that urban renewal districts or urban renewal programs in the Cully, where we're building. My dad and I are building a house there for me, right near my parents. So if I have any babies, then they can help me. But that's what is it? A neighborhood prosperity initiative, but that's all falls under the same Portland Development Commission project, sort of funded project, where you can come together as a community. So this is like what I was seeing. Mark, the older guy in our group, was suggested this place as an interesting case study where, like, how a community like is connected and how community identity is developed was what we're exploring. And so he was like, this one, you come in to a place and you go, this place is not up to par. We are gonna, buy people's houses for cheap and mow them down and put a development here. But this, rather than like a suburban, like, sprawl development, this is in the city, and it's funded by all the city money with these really great intentions. And I was skeptical about how, with all these great intentions, if it actually did do anything to help a community come together and feel like a community and have a community identity, versus like Coley, who has their neighborhood association that's trying to get people from the neighborhood together to like request grants and try and get things improved in the neighborhood without mowing down anything,
Good luck.
I know, no, it doesn't work very well necessarily,
No,
and this seems to work really well, but I just wonder how much of it is community driven, or how much of it is outside driven and like providing amenities to the community, versus the community asking for things and then like coming together to to build them, sort of.
So if it's just like,
if it's from within,
or...
and the community evolving and trying to grow as a group and as a whole and as a connected sort of people, versus somebody coming in and going, hey, you guys, here's this brand new thing. Now live in our planned community that we decided.
I feel like it probably is a lot, mostly just like outside, like sourcing or anything, like. But then, like, that's just saying, like.
I mean, it's
kind of like,
better in
it's
ways.
a community job and like the people's job to actually like step up and like take the initiative to what they want and like whatnot in their community. Which I would say that we have like a couple of individuals that I often see like either come into our market and being like having suggestions on like what we should
Squeaky
do and
wheels.
to like provide like whatever the hell they want around here and whatnot. And a couple that we have like flyers that posted at like little community like meetings or whatever. Like we've got the garden over here too. Like so it's just like a lot of it's from outside, but not a lot of it is from inside.
Does it feel like the people in your community feel like they are a community? This is you don't live here, but you're part of the community because you work here.
My mom lives right there.
Perfect. Yeah. Then does she feel? Do you think, or do you feel like?
Oh yeah, it's definitely like people definitely have a community feel. Like, even on. Like
they would put forth effort of their own voluntarily for the community. Yeah. Yeah.
But not all of that is positive either. Like, like in the sense of community around here, especially, like, you got that aspect where, like, but it's also just, like, a more violent, like, gang member aspect, I would say. Yeah. Yeah. I've never really been involved with anything like that, but, like, I've grown up around it, and so it's, like, it's not something I've been, like, blind to either, but it's just, like, I would say the community around here, like, that sense would be more, like,
so it's not necessarily this development didn't address that social.
They didn't stop
aspect.
anything. No, it's like.
And how is it supposed
quite
to?
Often.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Probably.
I wouldn't know how you would do that. Like try to like have more positive like public events or something. Put up signs that say "Don't shoot." There's children.
Please don't shoot any children on Tuesdays. Every Tuesday.
Children.
No
present.
children.
Don't
shooting.
do that.
Oh.
Yeah. So like I don't know. It's got its like good aspects and bad aspects.
Do you think it did anything negative? Well, besides popping people out of where they lived and putting them somewhere else
not
for a while.
Not necessarily, no. I think this was like a huge improvement towards what this used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, like totally, actually, entirely. The parks were disgusting. Like the houses were gross. Like I don't even think there was like a maintenance like ordeal that like rolled around. Like, this is definitely a huge improvement. You know, a lot of people got their homes back. A lot of people didn't. But it's life.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, we talked to the woman, I don't remember her name, but she was really nice, at the community center. And of course she had her biases. She's, you know, probably in charge of public relations. Yeah. That's probably why she wanted to talk to us. Or why she was willing to talk to us right away. But yeah, she was saying that it seems improved, that she was from around here, and she doesn't live around here anymore, but just that the feeling of connection between the people here is more than it was, and it may not be perfect. Yeah. But
it's stronger for sure.
Yeah, stronger than it was before. Yeah. And that is, you know, and that is with this angle of somebody coming in from outside. And I mean, I wonder, and you probably wouldn't know because I don't know, maybe, but if what was I gonna say? If anything was requested by the community, I bet that, because we're gonna talk to the architects and the development company.
There's also this guy that works with a lot of like community gardens around here. It was actually like our boss. His name is Ryan Sugar or something. Like, if you have time, like tomorrow morning, he's usually here from like 8 to about 5 is when he usually takes off. He left a little bit early today, but he has like, you know, a ton more like involvement within like this community specifically.
Is he from here?
No, that's the only thing. He's from
See, that's California. The thing, because I want to see what the difference is. I want to see what the, you know, if the feeling of community is improved, and he wouldn't have that contrast. I mean, he wouldn't have that. He wouldn't be able to be like, sure, it's great.
I didn't mention it at first. I was like, but he's from like Humboldt or something. I don't even remember.
And it's yeah. Okay, well, I'll let you know, all perspectives are good. I'm gonna ask. I'm going to talk to the architects or the development company and ask them why they decided that this certain zone should be, and I might be able to find some of that online, but why they decided this certain zone is where they wanted to develop, and who they were talking to about what the community's needs were, or if it was like a prescribed sort of like, this is what we all think you should have.
Yeah, I don't think there's, I mean...
You know, or if they went around and were like doing some sort of like analysis. I mean, I'm sure they were doing analysis, but I wonder how community input-y it was.
I'd actually like to know that too.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, you want to give me your email, and then I can send you